Hey, it's T Rob here with the Biz Pulse, and we are going to talk about 5 business ideas to start in 2023. So stay tuned. Hey, it's T Rob. Welcome back to Biz Pulse. And this episode, we are talking about 5 business ideas to start in 2023. We talk all about business startups, everything in between. So why not talk about some ideas of potentially something to start in 2023? Um, and you might have heard of some of these, but I wanted to touch base with them again because what typically happens is people try to get over creative on like, well, I'm going to do this or that, which is great to be creative because I am an entrepreneur and creative guy, but uh, stick to things that people know that works. And so I kind of did that with these 5 that I know, people, myself included, are running some of these. So I wanted to talk about them, no particular order, just give you ideas of what you potentially might be able to start in 2023. All right, number 1 is drop shipping. Drop shipping, if you don't are not aware of that, it's buy stock, store it, pick it, pack it, ship it. It's managing inventory. It's but drop shipping is like really easy because and it's low cost because um, you typically can do a fulfillment type model with third party stores. And what happens is when somebody buys it, they ship that inventory directly to the customer. So you really don't have to have any inventory. There's a lot of hands off. There's not a lot, to it. And it's low overhead and it's scalable. I mean, you can add product, obviously, but you don't need to handle any products yourself. You just need to make the sales and pass orders to the supplier. So it's really easy, um, and you can get items. Can deal with companies local, overseas. I mean, there's so many drop shipping companies now that have all types of different products. So drop shipping is number 1, and then number 2 is print on demand. And print on demand is something I have some experience with, and drop shipping. But print on demand, I'm currently running some print on demand companies, and I can tell you that print on demand is really cool because if you're a creative person, you can come up with potentially some artistic type things, some sayings, some merch that's cool, maybe in a product. Um, something maybe unique that you come up with a design. So what happens is you can work with different companies, but it's really like different than drop shipping. This is more like customizing products, right? So take for instance t-shirts. Everyone buys t-shirts. So if you come up with some cool designs, and work with a print on demand company. There's a ton of them. There's also good ways to do. If you're not the creative kind, but you think it's a cool idea, Fiverr, Upwork, you can hire designers to work on some t-shirt designs or whatever designs you want. And then there's a ton of different companies that you can work with. So many different. I mean, I don't want to talk about any of them, but I mean, you can go to Google and do print on demand. There'll be a ton and ton come up. So, good one, easy one to start, very inexpensive. So, a good one to look at. Digital products, and people sometimes hear this and go, "What the heck is digital products?" And what I'm talking about is creating digital products or maybe online courses. Digital products could be like music, maybe podcasts, templates. People don't think about, but courses like are you can you teach something? Do you understand, I don't know, how to bake a cake? I mean, literally, it can be anything. And the cool thing about a digital product is there's no reoccurring manufacturing cost, right? So it's this digital product that's sitting there, and it doesn't really cost you anything to sell it. So really a great one, very profitable if you do it right. Again, very simple to do. There's platforms there out that will help you, like walk you step to step on designing a course. The great thing and a really good reference is YouTube. I know I'm on YouTube right now, but you can find anything on YouTube and study and learn about it. So, if you got a talent that can be turned into like a digital product, think about packaging it into a new stream of income. So anyway, um, that's digital products. And this one may sound silly, but sell a service, because a lot of times we get creative and we try to think about like all these different things of like, man, I've got to come up with something really cool. But selling a service, offering services isn't a passive income, but it certainly can be really lucrative and a way to gain self employment pretty easy. With services based for small businesses, time is your inventory, right? And you're the biggest investment. Your time is your biggest investment. So, like if you're a writer, maybe a graphic designer, maybe you can be a virtual assistant, maybe you can honestly clean, mow lawns. I mean, sell a service. What can you do? What have you done? What do you see that need, like start in your neighborhood and say, hey, what can I do in this neighborhood that I know how to do and provide a service? So, potentially, this is one that's really easy to start. It's just your time, it's a commitment on you. But sometimes there's no cost to even starting it. You just go out and start hustling. Obviously, I preach in some of my other videos that you need to set up a business and a structure, but study the market first in your area and come up with something, and study and write a list of things that you would be able to offer as a service. What is your assets? What are you good at? What can you do that somebody else may not can do? Okay. So that is sell a service. May sound simple, but really a really good one to look at. Um, a photographer is another one. I almost forgot that, but that's a really great one to get into. And number five, start a pet business. And people go, I don't know anything about pets. Well, a lot of you have pets, and that's why I put this one in here. Um, this is one that you probably see every year. People talk about it, and the reason I started said this is because it's an industry worth more than $100 billion. The pet industry. So there's plenty of demand, right? Your pet business could be a product and maybe a service. Maybe you're selling pet accessories, food, toys, or maybe you're offering grooming or walking or training. I mean, maybe you do that. It doesn't have to be something huge. Maybe you're making pictures of dogs or cats, and I mean, think out of the box with pets. It's not just like people think about it and go, well, I'm not trained to do that. Well, are you a good photographer? Are you good with making digital products, which we talked about? Maybe digital product of a dog. There's so many different things. So, um, a pet business is not going away. It's growing every year. Again, worth more than $100 billion right now, the industry. So the demand is there, and people love their pets and are willing to pay for it. Um, so I hope that helped you. And that is the five ideas that I have for you to start a business in 2023. Hopefully it helps. Tune in again. Check back with me. Please share, like, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one.